power lines exploding, transformers erupting, and storms turning cities into war zones. This is electricity like you've never seen it. Ever wondered how close disaster really gets when nature collides with raw voltage? Subscribe now for the most electrifying footage on YouTube, where real chaos meets high voltage carnage and every clip hits harder than the last. This massive branch crashes down like a thunderclap straight onto a 150 kilovolt power line. Sparks explode, wires snap and sizzle, and the whole line dances like it's possessed. You can feel the voltage scream. Mother Nature just threw a haymaker. Now that's not your average tree hugger moment. Kenner's power grid just lost its temper. Massive surges tear through the lines, unleashing wild arcs of electric fury. Sparks whip across the sky like lightning on steroids, crackling loud enough to rattle your bones. Transformer down, more like Transformer meltdown. This is what happens when the grid goes full beast mode. Straight out of Perm, Russia, that 110,000 volt line snaps like a whip, igniting a fireball in Jebriev. Sparks blast through the smoke, flames roar skyward, and you can almost hear the grid scream. 1 minute calm, next, it's electric mayhem. Somebody definitely cranked Electric Avenue a little too loud this time.
There went the power. Woo! Damn!
A violent surge rips through the transformer, unleashing a blinding flash and molten sparks raining like shrapnel. Overloaded circuits fail, plunging 100,000 homes into darkness. These fires scorch power lines, wreaking havoc on aging infrastructure desperately needing upgrades before disaster strikes again. In Manchester, New Jersey, a utility worker narrowly escapes disaster as a supposedly de-energized power line slams into rain-soaked pavement. Sparks erupt, fire streaks across the ground like a fuse burning fast, and the worker stumbles back in shock. One false move, and this routine job turns into a firestorm. Just after 6:30 p.m. on September 13th, 2024, near Winchester and Houston Levee, a towering tree crashes down with bone-crushing force. The massive trunk slams through power lines, snapping cables and sending electricity into chaos. Circuit outages spike. Nature's heavy hand just flipped the switch off for hundreds of homes. A heavy branch snaps onto power lines in Arnaudville, sparking fierce electrical arcing that crackles and dances with wild energy. The sizzling power fight lights up the scene. Nature and electricity in a dangerous tango. Stay sharp out there and never underestimate a live wire. In St. Petersburg, Florida, heavy rains and fierce winds set the stage for an electrical fireball to race along a damaged power line. Sparks explode violently as the arc fault blazes unchecked, fuses down, breakers out, turning the flood into an electrified battleground. Nature's fury meets raw voltage chaos. A power line snaps violently, crashing down onto a moving vehicle caught in the chaos. The pole slams with unforgiving force, shattering glass and metal. Miraculously, the occupants emerge with minor injuries. A heart-stopping collision that reminds us how close danger can.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
In Bellingham, a power line snaps and arcs fiercely through a tree, crackling with raw energy. Sparks leap wildly, igniting the dry branches. This close call could easily ignite a raging forest fire. Nature and electricity clash in a dangerous dance you don't want to miss.
Jeez. That's pretty nasty.
In Waterford, Wisconsin, a power line erupts into fierce flames, crackling under the weight of heavy snow. Sparks fly wildly as the fire consumes the cables, leaving over 80,000 without power. This icy storm just turned fiery, nature's fury showing off its unpredictable, electrifying side. Flames roar along Malibu's power lines, slicing through the night sky like fiery serpents. Over 100,000 customers plunged into darkness as sparks crackle and cables ignite. Mother Nature's uninvited blackout party is in full swing, and the heat is absolutely on.
North, heading this way, down the wind. Pretty intense.
June 4th, 2020, Wichita Falls, Texas. As a wall of severe storms barrels in, high winds thrash the power lines. Suddenly, an electric arc bursts loose, unleashing a white-hot power flash. Sparks cascade like molten rain, lighting up the Texas night in a blinding, high-voltage warning shot from nature itself. August 7th, 2020, Paterson, New Jersey. Flames erupt from a transformer at 154 Sherman Avenue, spitting sparks like a live grenade. The Paterson Fire Department charges in, hoses primed, battling heat and chaos. A sudden flare lights up the street, wait for it. An electric beast roaring before surrendering. This isn't just fire, it's fury on full display. October 21st, 2020, San Clemente, Philippines. As Typhoon Pepito unleashes chaos, fierce winds howl and rain lashes sideways. A power pole erupts in flames near the rural health unit, wires spitting sparks, fire dancing in the storm. Wind-fed and rain-soaked, it's a brutal tug of war between nature and the grid is losing. Hammer the streets. Power lines thrash wildly. Transformers erupt in violent bursts and smoke coils into the stormy sky. Sparks rain down as the grid fails. Nature isn't knocking, she's tearing the door off its hinges. What was the most shocking moment you saw in these electric chaos clips? Have you ever witnessed nature and power collide like this in real life? If you want more raw, intense footage and in-depth breakdowns of these high-voltage disasters, make sure to subscribe now. Don't miss the next shocking surge of power and fury coming your way.